everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. For those who do not know me, my name is Lucinjoy and I am a proposal development consultant. Today I'm going to be sharing a few ideas around the project development team, or the writing team to be more specific. So when you are writing a proposal, which are some of the bare minimum staff requirements that you need to put in place? Who are the key people who you need to make sure they're part of the team? So key members of a proposal writing team: one is the project coordinator. Now, the project coordinator is a person who basically coordinates everyone, just as the word says. Is the person who is calling meetings, reminding us of what we need to do. Is the person who basically takes the whole responsibility of making sure that all the components of an application are done by the time it's submission time. So he's managing everyone. He's talking to the writing team. Could be a team of people, one person. He or she is also talking with the budget team, making sure that they're doing their drafts, bringing the technical and the budget team together to make sure that the budget is developed in line with what is being proposed in the technical proposal. This is a person also who is making sure all the requirements, all proposals most of the time, or most applications, you are required to submit a number of organizational documents. Could be your audit reports, tax compliance certificates. It could be your annual reports. So all these documents, this is the person who is making sure that there's someone working on that component. And this is one component at times is often forgotten. Everyone goes into writing the technical proposal, and then the rest of the things are forgotten, and then the day for submission is when we discover we were supposed to have a tax compliance certificate and we do not have, and it takes 1 week to get one from KRA. I don't know whether it takes 1 week, just an example. But basically, to say you've run out of time, you submit a proposal that is not complete, your proposal is not even reviewed, you get a technical knockout, which is very unfortunate. So make sure we have a project coordinator, making sure everything is in place, has read all the guidelines, knows the dates for submission, is keeping people on toes, is organizing meetings to check on make sure the teams are talking to one another. So that is the role of a project coordinator. The other person of the proposal writer, or the developer, or someone in charge of the writing. And this is a role I take so many times. So every time I go to an organization as a consultant, I remind them I'm not the coordinator. I am coming to coordinate the writing, not the application process. And so this is a person ensuring the components of a technical proposal are well written in a convincing manner, that the ideas are technically sound, and so works with the rest of the team, not in isolation, works with everyone, with the technical experts, with the finance team, with everyone, to make sure that all the components of a proposal, including the budget. At the end of the day, you need to read your proposal and the budget and see are they speaking to each other. So that's a very important role as well. The other key stuff is you need technical reviewers. I keep talking about this. You need an expert in an area. For example, at times I write proposals which are very projects which are multi-sectoral. So you have a wash component, you have a health and nutrition component, you have a DRR component, that disaster risk and reduction. You could have a proposal with livelihoods component, livestock, agriculture. It's massive. Really, as a person putting all this together, you have to depend on experts. As much as you read, at the end of the day, you need to give it to the experts to review for you. And so as an organization, you need to have the reviewers, your technical team involved in the review of this proposal. And allow me to say one thing at this point. I have taken note, and maybe I need to do a separate video about this, is that at times people imagine the consultant is an expert supposed to come up with ideas, define and design everything and figure it out. It is not the case. The consultant depends on you as a client to provide a lot of information. Yes, as a consultant, you need to have a lot of input as well, give ideas, advice, but it's also has to receive a lot, because the organization is unique. You have a lot of experience as an organization, and you will know better what you are capable of doing. So I may propose a for example, an idea that may be good, but you may not have the capacity to do it as an organization. So there has to be a lot of communication and engagement with your consultants if you are a non-profit engaging a consultant. Yeah, but that was just a by the way. So what I was talking about are the key people. So you need to have your reviewers, you need to identify someone who is going to review the different components of your proposal. Could be one person, two people. For big organization, I know organizations is not usually a challenge. I guess the challenge is actually to get them to review, but the technical capacity in many cases is there. Of course, you need a finance person who is going to be in charge of your budget. An external consultant is never a good idea to have them take charge of your budget. You know your budgeting processes, your guidelines better. Of course, they come in to support. They make sure that whatever you're budgeting is in line with the technical proposal. They're very helpful also in some cases in putting it in a presentable manner and all that. But it's important, even if you engage a consultant to develop for you your budget, please ensure you're very much engaged and you're in line with your guidelines and your finance management policies and all that. So that's you will definitely need someone with a financial background who can be able to put together a budget, understands the donor requirements as well. Yeah, so that's another key person in the proposal team. And lastly, you need, of course, an admin person. Very important. They are very important in helping us to put all these things together, preparing maybe the documents that are needed, scanning documents, maybe audit reports that are needed to be submitted, or if it's physical, putting all these things and making sure they're delivered on time. There's a lot, and an admin person, you need to engage them. Even some are very good in editing and formatting and all that, so they can come in and really assist. So basically, what I'm saying is that this is teamwork. Proposal writing is teamwork. Whether you have an external consultant or not, you cannot just leave it to one person. Everyone brings in their expertise, and we work together as a team to make sure that we are successful at the end of the day. We have a good proposal, and not just a technical proposal, an application with all its components, with all the requirements from the donor, making sure that they are all done well. So thank you very much for your time for watching this video. I just want to encourage you, if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel to keep me going and encourage. Thank you very much.